EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage from this opening round. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. And with that, we welcome Nota Begay III, four-time winner on the PGA Tour. And Nota, you've been in this spot, and every tournament is, in a way, a classroom. Maybe a classroom at Stanford, your alma mater. It's a chance to learn, isn't it?
It really is, and the hardest thing is to temper your expectations and to keep the nerves under control, because every single round from this point forward can be a stepping stone and an opportunity to learn and make your game better and move towards your ultimate goal of playing at the highest level.
Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and she'll stay at 1 over. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key, because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Second shot, good look at the green.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And her score's going to stay right where it is. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. This is a 9-footer. That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. She'll fall now to 2 over par. We head away from the coast now, due east as we come to the par 4-7. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this should have a little bit of left to right in it, but you've got to be careful not to hit this too hard.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And she'll drop to 3 over. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or vomit over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This is an 11-foot putt. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And she'll hold on at 3 over par. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5-9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, it's an easy one to underread. There's going to be a lot of break in this from left to right as it gets nearer the hole.
No, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. So today, probably a disappointment for our young amateur. Not the way you want to start off a big tournament.
Quite simply, it's a learning experience. Rich, what can we take out of the round?
EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage of the second round. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. So, early trouble, her second here at 1. Tough to control the golf ball out of the bunker. This is on the green, but with a lot of work left to be done. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And her score is going to stay right where it is. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, though long, par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. Okay, safely aboard. This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Oh, boy, that went right on the money, but just needed to be a hair more to the left, and it lifts out. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that will not help the cause. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. Bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low, came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And she's going to stay at +2. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Just 5 feet left. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And her score is going to stay right where it is. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. And she's starting this one a little to the left. Yeah, that one going to chase down the fairway a little, and it'll wind up perfect. Second shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left.
That's a head scratcher, that approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. that one unable to hold the green. It'll come back into the fairway. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. All right, in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And her score is going to stay right where it is. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. Chance, but it's looking good. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. 4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And she'll crawl back to 1 over for the tournament. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. And this ball absolutely piped. It is right down the middle. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, I mean, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. 2 super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Oh, wonderful effort right there. That was tracking much of the way, and it'll leave a short one for birdie. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that will mean it's a front 9 score of 35, 1 under par. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. That will do just fine. We turn to Notavigay III for this look at birdie.
Ever so slightly right to left. I'm not sure you can give the hole away here.
Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And she'll remain at even par. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. About 145 yards left here. You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and she's going to hold on here at even par. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. This is a really long putt, difficult birdie opportunity. "14 feet to the hole." That one just gonna sneak on by. So a tough hole. That's in for bogey at 12. And that's going to drop her down to 1 over. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. That's going to get her back to level par for the tournament. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green. That's on a good trajectory so far. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. Now a side hill putt for her birdie. Nah, that's got to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And her score's going to stay right where it is. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. The tee shot left her here on the par 3. Now a long one for her second.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
That's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there. And that one slides by. Okay, that one finished off for a 5 here at the par 3. And that will not help the cause. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation.
Apparently finding the thick stuff off the tee was not an issue. That's really well played.
From the heavy stuff to here, now this for birdie. Ah, that a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. A lot of these holes here at Bend and Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left, and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. And that one a little wayward. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough.
It's hard to get a putt this long on this green. That is a long way away. But now you really have to concentrate and try and two-putt from here, because this is very much in the three-putt zone.
This is a 9-footer. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And she'll stay at 1 over. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in too. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18. I think the reaction tells the story there. Not a good shot at all. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt there to save her par here at 18. And that will be an even par 72 for this second round. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows if you get out early on Saturday. EA Sports, in partnership with the United States Golf Association, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Well, this would be something indeed. At the first, a long look for birdie. Eight-foot putt here. Oh no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And she'll fall now to 2 over par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
This putt's going to feel like you're heading through tar as we go back up the slope, and it is going to push the ball from right to left.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Oh, no, just a lack of concentration there, and it'll cost him. It's going to slide just past the hole. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And that's going to drop her down to 4 over par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet.
It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Okay, that's how you bounce back right there off the double at the previous hole. Frank, a chance to get it all back right here.
Yeah, that was great composure. Could easily be sort of like licking your chops, feeling down, but all of a sudden just to stand up and hit a shot like that, impressive.
This from about 10 feet. Oh man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And she's going to remain at +4. Up next, we come to the par 4 fourth hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Just has to get the ball started and it will work back to the right and toward the hole.
That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And she'll fall now to +5. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward.
Oh, I like that one.
This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
It's hard to get a putt this long on this green. That is a long way away, but now you really have to concentrate and try and 2-putt from here because this is very much in the 3-putt zone.
Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and she'll remain at 5 over. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you, don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. That one safely on the putting surface. Well, Ione has had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And her score is going to stay right where it is. We head away from the coast now due east as we come to the par 4 7th. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Okay, not too bad there. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. A good opportunity lost there. Oh no, where was that going? That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to move her down to 6 over par. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1.
Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. Oh, that's not staying out, is it? Oh, boy. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And that's going to keep her at +6. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5-9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. No issues here. That is into the fairway. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick. really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
This is a 13-footer. Wow, just a hair off target, and those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. She'll brush that one in for her par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 41 on the front side, 5 over par. That one looking a little right.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
And players have a option to take less break by increasing the speed here.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And their score's going to stay right where it is. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that is going to drop her to +7. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that putt bunker short and left, and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back. And this has been a problem all round long. Out of position again off the tee as that is into the thick stuff.
Had to take the boxing gloves off on that one. No touch whatsoever, and this is a long, long putt coming back.
A good 29-foot putt here.
Nope. So a tough hole, and it's in for bogey at 12. And she'll fall even further here to 8 over par. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Okay, you like to see that. It has been a tough day, no question about it. But that is a bright spot, Frank.
Well, it was like it was raining through most of the day, and then all of a sudden the sun popped out, because this is a total change.
Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And she's going to get it back to +7 for the tournament. On to a tough one now. The par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. Oh no, lost that one dead right, knew it immediately. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult, because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that will not help the cause. 4 holes to go as we come to the par 3 15th, measuring at 206 yards. Best to avoid the short right bunker, which is the deepest on the golf course. Putting one in the center of this plateau green is not a bad play here. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. A look at birdie here at 15.
And this is pretty flat all the way. I don't think there's much in it at all.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And that's going to keep her at +8. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. Nah, might have stared at that one too long. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And that's going to move her down to +10. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, that's acceptable there. A look here for birdie at 17.
And a dead straight look here. Very little break, just has to get it on line.
That one just going to sneak on by. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And that's going to keep her at 10 over. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. Second now from the sand here at 18. Problems worsening here at the par 5. We have a couple of 100 yards to this flagstick. Too much. That is over the back of the green, and that is out of bounds. Ten-foot putt left. Oh, man. Boy, it's been one of those days. You think the golf gods are against you. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead, they were moving in the wrong direction. An over par round.
Yeah.
EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, a lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Back down on the ground to Nota Begay the third, and Nota right in contention at this point. Our featured player looks to me like a no-lose situation, whatever happens.
Well, whatever happens, whether they win or lose, they're going to take away some positives from this, and they're close enough where it's going to be a clear opportunity to come out a victor. But if it doesn't work out in that way, you got to really move away from the event, take some positives, and as an amateur golfer, you have to realize there's a huge future in front of you. You take these positives and you build on them.
And if it does work out, keep in mind there's a huge payoff as well in the form of that invitation to the Masters, and as well an exemption into the U.S. Open. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 19 feet away. Nope. Okay, it's a bogey here at first, and she'll continue to fall down that leaderboard. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, the long par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter, because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. That finished off for par here with the second, and she'll remain right where she is. On to our first par 5 of the round, the 563-yard third hole. Bunkers dot the fairway on each side, and they're penal. But if you can avoid those, you'll find a wide, receptive green that will yield its share of 3s and 4s. This starting toward the right side. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one in for par. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
Nope, boy, that one never got rolling at all. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, that one finished off for her bogey. And she's going to fall even further down that leaderboard. We turn northward along the beach here at the 445-yard par 4 fifth. Like the previous hole, the landing area is a narrow one, and it doesn't get much easier from there. The green's protected by a big bunker on the right, and be careful because those onshore breezes like to push the ball that way. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
That rough is obviously much thicker than we were all expecting this week. Consequently, took a lot of speed off that shot.
That's a good putt there to save her par. And she'll remain right where she is. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
This is a 16-footer. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And that's going to keep her right where she is. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritize that line.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And she'll remain right where she is. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their 2nd. And that, a well-placed bunker. It'll collect plenty of shots just like that one as this indeed rolls into the sand. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Oh, that needs to hang on. Well, you can't leave a birdie putt short, but this is far too firm, and this is going to run off the putting surface altogether. Nicely judged, though it's 4-5 here at par 3. And she's going to continue that free fall down the leaderboard. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. Oh, that's not going to be good. Well, that's really a good job right there to advance that ball down the fairway. That came out pretty clean, Frank.
Yeah, clean as a whistle, and now actually in great shape in this par 5. It's hard to get a putt this long on this green. That is a long way away, but now you really have to concentrate and try and 2-putt from here because this is very much in the 3-putt zone.
Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that will make this a 3 over 39 on this front side. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And that's going to keep her right where she is. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
She's staring at 160 yards to the hole, pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and she'll remain right where she is. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. Oh dear, that looks thick in there. Now from an awkward lie, a second to the par 3. That is not the worst shot in the world, but obviously could have been better.
Certainly. Definitely hoping to try and get inside 3 feet, but it's a little outside that.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, finished off there for double bogey. And she'll continue to fall down that leaderboard. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Frank, I'm always amazed at how quickly fortunes can change in this game. Big number on the previous hole, and a big shot right here, maybe to get it all back.
Well, they only change if you've got skill, Rich. We saw the mess, as you detailed on the previous hole. But to all of a sudden stand up and hit a shot like that, show us the skill on this par 5, that makes the difference.
Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. A 4-footer here for birdie. Oh no, what else could go wrong? A short-range birdie putt goes right by. Ouch. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to keep her right where she is. On a course with so many great vistas, this is visually a tough hole, this par 4 14. Look out in the fairway and you'll see pot bunkers to contend with in your landing area. If you can stay left of the danger, you will have a better look into an elongated green. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. This for birdie now at 14.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
Just 5 feet left.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And she'll remain right where she is. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And this is going to be in the short grass just off to the left. Now, from left of the green, a second. That one finished off. It's in for par. And that's going to keep her right where she is. Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present bend and dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. A birdie putt now at 16.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And she'll remain right where she is. A lot of these holes here at Bend and Dunes have big, wide landing areas. That is not the case here at the par 4 17. You'll need to thread the needle here with bunkers on either side, thick rough on the left and a canyon to the right. But a safe drive in the fairway can yield a pretty good look at your second. And continued problems off the tee. That ball gonna come to rest in the heavy rough. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Let's call that less than ideal. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And she's going to fall even further down that leaderboard. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Looking for a rousing finish, a second out of the sand at 18.
Fairway bunkers on par 5s. A little bit of a roll the dice situation. And that one out through a 1.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh, excellent shot. I love it when it's the right distance. This one just a little to the right. Nothing wrong with that.
This is a 13-footer. That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, so she'll finish that off for her par here at 18. And this will wind up being a final round, 78. Frank, you know the life of a professional golfer is filled with some disappointments, and that's, I think, in part what this week is about. Not everybody gets through Q School.
Now, this is a tough pill to swallow. You miss a cut on the PGA Tour, you got next week. You don't make your card on through Q School,
EA Sports, and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q School. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. This is starting toward those 2 bunkers on the right side. And indeed, it will come to rest in the first of those bunkers, so work to do right at the outset. Now a second out of the sand here at 1. And that will be into the front right bunker, so Arnie's course showing its teeth already. This gonna be equally as tough. Another try to get this up and out.
Oh, that's certainly not the way you want to start the day.
Okay, deep breath taken. Time to regroup here. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And that's going to drop her down to 1 over. Here at the 231-yard par 3 second. Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. The tee shot left her here on the par 3, now a long one for her second. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This from about 10 feet. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And she'll stay at 1 over. With a lake on the left and thick rough on the right, this 434-yard third at Bay Hill is a beautiful but stiff challenge. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
129 yards left to the flag today. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A lot of movement coming left here. This for birdie. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And her score is going to stay right where it is. .561-yard par 5 fourth. Frank, a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you get a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage. There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. You're going to have to figure out the best way to play this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Now from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. A look here at birdie.
Hair of right to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Frank, what's the play here off the tee? Is it driver or do you play it safe with an iron?
A lot of the times that's predicated by the wind, Rich. If you've got a trailing breeze, driver is very much in play. Otherwise, just poke a little iron down the right side. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
looking to splash this softly onto the green. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Now this putt from 23 feet. Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. And that was not far enough. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And she'll fall now to 2 over par. Frank, this is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be menacing just looking at it from the tee with all of that water.
It's also tempting. Reach